What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I'm getting ready to do a quick review of the SD600 Simmons drum set. You ready? Here we go. As many of you know, I got this new drum set. I've had it for about 2 months. So this is a review, and I'm only going to point out really one negative thing in this review, because everything else about this drum set has been great. So I'm still learning a lot about it. There's a few things that I need to make sure that I master, that I'm going to probably not deal with too much today. But I want to show you just one thing that I noticed about this drum set that is a negative. But I don't think it's the drum set. I think it's how the setup is. So I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. So as you know, this is the Simmons SD600 electric drum set. It's only about 500 bucks or so. So you can pick it up at Guitar Center, whatnot. You can actually order it online at Target. So it's a couple places you can actually pick it up. So I'm going to show you guys this, a little bit. You saw me just kind of playing, and I did two different versions of this little basic groove from two different setups. So there's two ways to set this up. Let me talk about that setup one, and then I'll explain. So setup one is I can take let's say I take the headphone jack and run it straight through, and I don't put it into the system at all. I just kind of like kick it out. I'm just going to practice, so I'm going to put my headphones on and play with the set, and you get a particular sound out of the set. It sounds clean. Everything about it works fine. It's very, very accurate. Everything, I literally just cannot find, there are some negatives. So like if I want to play like a rim shot or something like that, or, like on some drum sets, the rim, the shell part here has a different sound sometimes, or can have a different sound than the actual head itself. This doesn't do that. So that's a drawback, but for the money, that's a drawback I'm willing to live with, because when I'm making music, I can actually, if I want to do a rim shot, if I want to do it, I can just move it in the DAW and I'm good to go. And everybody, if you've done this, you already know how that works. However, what I'm going to show you has been a drawback that I found plugging into Logic when I'm not using the sounds from the actual drum itself, and I'm only using the sounds from the DAW. So I'm using the onboard sounds, whether it be from one of my plugins or the actual native drum sounds that are inside of Logic. So when I do that, there is a negative side to that. And I want to show you just this little bit of a negative thing that happens. It's something that I caught sometimes when I'm playing. So watch this, check this out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the negative thing that I found. And this happens periodically in different areas. Now, understand that I'm running a MIDI cable into my computer, and as a result, all you can see, or all I'm playing no sounds from the actual module, but using my sounds inside the DAW itself, inside of Logic. So what happens is when I hit my hi-hat, hopefully you can hear more than just the stick. You probably only hear the stick and don't hear the sound from my system. Let's see if I can turn on. Yeah, she's all the way up. So we got that, right? But if I do this, if I lift up on the hi-hat just a little bit, you see that? I'm actually picking up a snare sound from the hi-hat. And so it's intermittent, but it does happen. Now, many people would find that totally like, oh my God, that's a no-go. But let me explain something. For me and my setup, it's really not a big deal. It's just something that you probably should pay attention to if you've set up like this, again, running from a MIDI cable straight into my system or whatever. The reason is because how it's recording, you can actually remove it or leave it or totally just delete it or move it somewhere else, make it a cymbal, make it a hi-hat sound. You don't have to, it's not going to kill what you're doing. You're just going to notice it on playback on certain tunes. You're going to notice it every now and again. So as a result, it's really not that big a deal, but it is a negative that you should be, conscious of when you're plugging it in and you're using it, just so you can go, well, what does that sound? Why am I getting that? So for some reason, I don't know what it is. I think it's because I haven't mapped out the drums yet. I haven't mapped them out to the system so that they, lock on a hi-hat or lock on a particular thing. And I think as a result, there's a little bit of crosstalk some kind of way, and it's doing that. So it's something that I noticed, but I know for a fact it's not the drums itself. I'm more than certain, I'm 99% certain it's simply because I have not taken the time to map out the drums. Now let me show you real quick how it records, what it looks like on screen. So you got that. So you see how the drums come in. Now this has not been mixed or anything, but this is just a straight up, wanted you to see what it looks like when it goes in. So after 2 months, and believe it or not, I've only recorded like 2 songs actually, using the drums, because I'm always at work. So I don't have, when I got time, I'm in here. That's another reason why I don't do so many videos, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so what do I think of the drums? I love them. I think they're great. I mean, I got an acoustic set that I can't set up in this situation, and it would cost way too much money to set that up and buy everything that it takes to record it, and I don't want to do that. And this set has been like a dream come true, so I really do like the set. And I think that you should go out and buy the set. If you are looking for a drum set that you can set up, pull out the box, get going, and actually enjoy it, trust me, I think the SIMMONS SD600 is going to be good for you. Now, we're going to do some more reviews. I'm going to talk about some more stuff about playing the drums and maybe editing and how you can do that. So listen, if you enjoyed this review, this is review number 1. I got a few more that I'm going to do. But if you enjoyed this, click the subscribe button, click the like button so that somebody else can see this, so that the algorithms pick it up. And yeah, man, so tune back in. And if you've been looking for a way to edit your videos, go check out my other videos. You can learn how to edit in iMovie, and we got a lot of other stuff that's coming. You heard? Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Keep tuning in. Peace.